Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley, and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make saving fun. If you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to be doing our Tuesday Tinies and our S'mores binder, which is a new series that we started last week. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's get to it. Well, happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great first part of your week. I am still recovering from a trip to Orlando that I took last week for work. We had a great time. It was a great trip. No issues whatsoever. Learned a lot at the conference, but the travel itself was just a lot. And I hadn't been on a plane since before COVID, so it was kind of a big jolt to my system and my normal routine. But everything went well, and we got home safe. And I spent all of Saturday, kind of recovering from a very long day at airports and on airplanes. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog down there. He is objecting to something. I'm not sure what. He's just being obnoxious today. But got everything together on Sunday and kind of got my life back to normal and got back in the swing of it. In my last two videos, I talk about kind of the debt bit binder like updates. What did we spend in Orlando? How did that impact the budget? That kind of stuff. So if you're interested in hearing about that, you can check that out. I'll tell you in this video as well, in case you didn't catch my other videos, we also had the washing machine repairman out while I was in Orlando, and he kind of gave us the verdict on that. The good news is that it is fixable, and while it is going to cost a little bit, it's still a better deal than buying a new washer. So it's not fixed yet. He had to order a part, and he is going to be coming back this week to take care of that. So as we expected, our emergency fund did take a little bit of a hit. Excuse me. But the good news is, as we said before, we had the money in the emergency fund, and even though it kind of sucks to have to pull money out of something that you're working so hard towards, it is also great that you had it, so it didn't have to come out of your working budget. So we will call that a win, and I will update you on actually what it ended up costing after he finally fixes it. So anywho, back to all the fun stuff. So today is Tuesday, and that means we get to do Tuesday Tinies and our new S'mores binder, which is just a really fun way of doing the tiny savings. So tiny is the name of the game today. So we'll get to it, okay? So up first is our traditional tiny binder. We will do this every week no matter what. It has been going on. We've been doing this for probably about a year, and it has been just as much fun as the minis, if not more fun. It's great to look at how just a tiny amount can still make big progress. So we have 8 categories we are playing in. Today we have in spot number 1 today, self-care. 2 is eating out. 3 is holidays and celebrations, which is likely to be either Halloween or Christmas, depending on what we need. 4 little birds is down in 4 today. And 5 is getting debt will be number 5. Then we have one that's specifically for Christmas, 1 for the emergency fund, and 1 for the month ahead binder. So those are our 8 categories. And what we do is we take our the amount we have to spend, and we're going to actually just move down the we're just going to go in order, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. Let's count our money first. I'm thinking, what do I want to do with my life? I don't know. Okay, how much do we have? We have $30. Instead of spicy 5s, we've switched to spicy 2s so that we can get 5 spicy 2s. It's still the same amount of spiciness. It's just spread out a little bit more fairly, I think. So we're going to mix the 2s in with our 20 in 1s. So we won't know who's going to get the 2s. The dice will decide that. And that is how we'll get our spiciness. So in all, we're still saving the amount of $30, which is the same amount we typically end up saving for tinies. We're just going to spread that love a little bit more. All right, so now we get to decide how we're going to play today, because I always like to switch it up. So we have 8 categories. So we have an 8-sided dice, so it can tell us I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do one per and let it tell us which spot's going to get it. So the first one's going to number 2, eating out. And I can kind of chat a little bit about my week last week. So as I mentioned not too long ago, that what I do in my day job, my normal 9 to 5, if you will, is I'm an adult educator. I work in like workplace education. So, when you get on the job training, new hire training, that kind of stuff. And when we have to train for soft skills like customer service and active listening, and then of course any technology that gets rolled out, which is pretty much every day anymore. We are the ones responsible for training our employees at my agency on that new technology so that they can do their job. They can do their job and they can serve the state taxpayers, which is essentially who we serve, right? So it's a state agency. I love working in state agency. I have for many years. I love working with Oklahomans, helping those. And so I've worked for several. So anyhow, the conference that I was at was a learning leadership conference. So I got to spend a lot of time with other leaders similar to myself and my director who are managing or directing L&D or learning and development departments. So it's very cool to get to spend time with people who are like-minded, who have a lot of the same issues at work that you do. You get to trade ideas and talk about how you solved your problems and learn from others. So emergency fund. Listen, washing machine. We need some. It hurt it. We need some money there. It's not very much, but hey, look at that. It hurt us. So I get to spend the majority of the week with others and learning from others, and I kind of focused in certain areas like AI. I'm learning how to use AI in my field ethically, morally, all of that. Because it's just getting bigger and bigger and it's not going to go away. So I spent a lot of time learning about that or learning from where I should start on how to learn about that. Had a great time. We did go a little bit outside of the hotel in the evenings to eat out, find some good places to spend the evening, and that was fun. But it was pretty much mostly for that work experience. So, all right. Spot number ahead is our number 1. We have month ahead. And we are doing Becca budgets in her blah, blah, blah. $1 each letter. Let's see, we got a total of 5. So that's exciting. That means we get to color in 5 letters there. So I will do that. So I had never been to Orlando before the trip, and I was very excited. I do have a big goal, and I'm actually going to talk about something related to this goal soon. Just not quite ready to share it yet, but of course, out there is Universal Studios and Disney World, and even on top of that, other fun things. There's SeaWorld out there, and just general, it's a cool touristy area. So we did not do any of the big amusement parks. Of course, we didn't have time, and we weren't with our families. So we focused more on finding cool places to eat and maybe have a drink at the end of the day and unwind. And we discovered this area called Icon Park out very near our hotel, and they had some really cool restaurants and bars and a giant Ferris wheel, which you will never catch me on ever, and some other rides. But it was a really neat area. The weather was perfect. We were a little bit worried about the hurricane or the chance of a hurricane, and I'm glad to report that did not happen. The weather was great. There wasn't any issue whatsoever. All around, it was just a great trip. It was expensive. We did not. I mean, it's not like that's a surprise to me. But I can't say that I knew exactly what to budget, so I just kind of went with it. Eating out and Ubering back and forth to places. Oh, let's count how much we have in there. So far in Becca budgets, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for a month ahead. So, I just did what I had to do. Now, it is a work trip, so some of that's going to get reimbursed, but a lot of it won't because it was, just our own fun time at the end of the day. So we'll just see how that works out, but I can tell you it was a great trip, and I'm glad I got to go. I really am. All right. Up next for emergency fund, they got their $2, and we got to finish one of the cards from Budget with Carly. And we've got several more cards to go. I haven't decided yet whether we're going to worry about finishing everything in here before moving on, or if we'll clean it out and see which ones we have done. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just doing a buyback 5 here. A total of $6 so far for emergency fund. So, idea behind these guys is it's tiny steps. So, just really small amounts every week consistently. And does it take a little time? Yes, but it does add up faster than you think. And what were you going to spend that money on? You know, maybe a trip to Starbucks, eating out. I don't know. I mean, no judgment here. I love to eat out and I love to get a good coffee, but I think it's really been amazing to watch how, like, if you just pay attention to those small amounts, this stuff does add up to a larger amount, right? And it makes a difference in your budget. Okay, so we had $1 left over from last time, and I think that's going to give us an even amount this time. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it does. So that's going to be very helpful, because each one of these little guys is $2 each. So 2, 4, and 6. And so now we're back on track of an even number. Now let's do this and grab a 5. What did I just do? That's silly. Gotta put this back and grab that 1 back. Okay, so we have a total of 6. And then what do we have in here so far? We had 6 in here. So we have a total of 12. And this is Lady Di Saves and her little Christmas peppermints. I'm loving that. So yeah, trip was great. While I was gone, you know, my husband took care of the washing machine repairman and gave me that verdict, and that's, you know, not really as bad as I thought it was going to be. So as long as everything goes the way the guy plans, we should be doing all right. And we did take a little hit to our emergency fund. Okay, we're adding $2 to this today. Let's grab a buy back 5, and I think that means we have completed one. It does. It means we have completed this challenge. Yay, that's wonderful for debt. And let's see how much we saved. So we have saved $16 here for debt this week. That is amazing. All right. Again, tiny little amounts. So we'll have to find a new challenge for this next week. But for right now, we'll leave that one empty. And we will ring our bell for a finished challenge for debt. So that'll go into our debt binder. We'll just add it to whatever we're saving next week. Hopefully we have some to save next week. All right, so we have $4 going into Little Birds. And we are working on one from Becca Budgets. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting awfully close on finishing this one. I think we will pull this whenever we get this one card done, even though she has an adorable set. And this is going to be a good buyback 5 here. So $10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's right. We are at $10 here for Becca Budgets for our Little Birds. Hopefully I'm not off screen here, y'all. I am kind of a little bit rusty today. Still recovering from the craziness. All right, up next in holidays and celebrations, we have one from Spooky Budgets, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And guess what? We only needed 5, so we're going to have one little extra one hanging out over there. And we are going to finish another challenge today. That is awesome and kind of unexpected, if I'm being honest. So that's always a nice surprise. All right, so this is a 5. We can get a buyback 5. All right. Perfect. $12 is total saved here. 4 times 3. Yep, that's right. $12 for Spooky Budgets going to Halloween. That's great because I gotta figure out what we're doing for Halloween costume. Finn told me, which was kind of unexpected, it's never really seemed to have a huge addiction to like Star Wars and stuff, but he said that he wants to be Baby Yoda, or otherwise known as Grogu, this year. And I've kind of gotten some creative ideas for what we could do for that costume. Maybe kind of handmade, homemade, I don't know, but you know, costumes are crazy expensive and they're really cheap made, and just, you know, they only wear them 1 year, and you just kind of, I want to be fun but also like be frugal, So I don't know, but I got to figure it out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. $5. This is from floating funds. And we only needed 5 for this. And this is going for eating out. And that's great because we always need more of that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see what we saved. I need another 5. I ran out of buyback 5s here. 5. And let's see. What do we have in here so far? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So $14 for floating funds and eating out. Wow. I did not expect to be finishing so many challenges today. I guess that goes to show. It felt like we had so far to go on some of these. Okay, I don't know if I rang the bell for spooky budgets. So just to make sure I am on the up and up, I will do that twice. Okay, and then up next, we have one for self-care. Oh my gosh, is this serious? Oh my gosh, that's all we needed. We finished another one, and I only had one on that one. Goodness. Okay, so $12 going to self-care, all finished. All right. Okay, guys, that's exciting. I was not expecting that at all. $12, ringing the bell again. Woo woo. Okay. Okay, now we have this one little lone $1 bill hanging out, and I kind of feel like we've got some that are finished, so we're gonna. Our Little Birds has quite a ways to go. Jet, we finished. Wow. Did we really finish all these? Goodness gracious. Christmas is needs an even number. Emergency fund would be okay for sure. And month ahead would be okay. Let's do month ahead because we are closer on month ahead than we are on emergency fund. I don't know why my logic tells me that's the better idea. Maybe just because I like this color of red and I love coloring in this, but we're going to add another $1 here. And then before my video next week, I will make sure to get replacements for all of the finished envelopes. So now we have a total of $10 in blah 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 from Becca Budgets. So we are just $2 shy of getting another one for month ahead. So that's very, very exciting and unexpected, and that always is the best. Okay, so we finished 1, 2, 3, 4 tinies today. That is amazing. And again, y'all, these are just tiny amounts, as you know. I mean, we've only been doing these for a couple of weeks. We're going to add them to our Save to Sync, which is starting to get a little bit filled up with minis and tinies. That's nice. And we will reset now for our last thing planned for this video, which is the S'mores binder. All right, so we just started this one last week. If you didn't watch, this is a Collab, Blue Kiwi Budgets and Anna Banana Budgets. Put this together, and so we printed it out, and it's basically dashboards for you to play the game, and then these adorable prop money that are in. They come in 25-cent and 50 cents. I did all mine in 50 cents because I just don't know if I can do the 25 cents. But it is a wonderful way to play with smaller amounts. And I just think that's fantastic. So there are 10 spots in the binder. So we got to get our 10-sided dice, which is right here. And then we will get our 4-sided to tell us how much each one will get. Okay, but first we start out by taking our $15. This is our $15. So everything here in this stack equals to 15. So once we've used all our prop dollars, we will put $15 in. So we put that in the back and we get started essentially. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice. It's going to tell me that is spot number 7. So I'm going to go to number 7 here. Here's 7, and we're going to roll. That is a 4. Woo! Right off the bat. So 4 50 cents means that this one's starting out and getting $2. So we'll just set it here. 3, 4. All right. Now we'll roll both at the same time and get our lives together. Okay, so we're going to number 9, and we're going to give it 2. This is 9. 1, 2. All right. 10. is going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Loving this. Okay, 4 is going to get 3. So, yeah, that's about all I have to report about my week. Unless you want to hear specifics about my job, which I think would probably be pretty boring for you. I love it. I love everything I do. Every day, I love my job more and more. And I feel very blessed to have a job I love. So, but if you ever want to talk about it, if you happen to be a learning and development person and you want to chat, I'm always happy to chat about that stuff. But I won't bore you if it's not interesting to you. I am very much looking forward to next week, or actually this coming weekend, so we're only a few days away for leaving for our fall break trip. Okay, so we're going to number 3, our camping trip. This will probably be our last roll, guys. Yep, sure enough, 6 is going to get the last 2. There we go. All right. So we're going to a place called Beaver's Bend or Broken Bow, Oklahoma. It's a really hot spot for fall travel. There is just a lot to do in a cute little town with lots of restaurants and shopping and fun things for the kids. And so it's a real hot spot for fall break travel. We've never been. My mom and my dad have gone many times and finally got us to agree to go. So we're looking forward to that. So you've got a lot to do to get ready for that trip, but that's coming in the next few days. I will probably put my shop, my Etsy shop, on vacation because I'm going to be gone long enough that I'm afraid I would miss some shipping, some agreements on shipping, and I don't want to ever do that. So I will probably put it on vacation. So if you're thinking about buying anything from the shop, especially anything that has to be shipped, you might want to go ahead and do that now because it will be closed for a week. All right, so moving on here, and let's see what we got. So 1 didn't get anything this week. 2 didn't get anything this week. 3 got $1. So let's see who's in number 3 spot. All right, so this is savings with Tracy, and we must have got 50 cents last week, so we got a half here, and then another half. So that's how we're going to handle those 50 cents, which is ultimately why I couldn't do the 25 cents because I didn't see how I was going to make that work, but there we go. Each icon's still going to be $1 total, broken into 50 cents increments. Okay. All right. So next up is spot number 4. It got $1.50. Let's see who's in spot number 4. This is Enchanted Toadstool Budgets. They didn't get anything last week, so we're going to color in a circle and a half here. So that's wonderful. Well on our way. So yeah, we're definitely got a lot on our plate this week, and of course we've been out of the office all week, so I've got to get back and take care of the things that need to be taken care of at the office before I go out on vacation again, even though last week was not technically a vacation. All right, up next is number 5, 150. Got $1.50 here, and these are worth $1 each icon. So let's do 1, and then let's just do 1 swipe. That's how we'll know we haven't quite finished that one off. See, you can make it work if you just think it through. And you can build your own rules. Oh, and this one is from Penny Picture Budgets, and it's just adorable. Just adorable. All right, moving on. Ooh, 6 got quite a bit. 50. So 1, 2, and 3 full dollars for number 6. Let's see what we've got back here. Oh, this one's mine from old 4 Dizzy Birds. So we getting a total of 3. Let's cross out 1/2. 1, 1/2, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3. All right. All right. And in case I didn't mention it before, each one of these are also allocated just like our minis and tinies. So once we do complete it, it will go that amount will go towards its intended sinking fund. All right, up next is number 7. 7 got 2 whole dollars. And who do we have here? Ooh, Agape. So 2 whole dollars means we're going to do 1 here, 1/2 here, 1 full here, and 1/2 here. All right. It'll be done before we know it. So y'all have any big plans for fall break? Do you have fall break about this time? I know it's different in other parts of the country, but fall break's about mid-October for us every year. $2 going to number 8. Let's see who we got. So when do y'all have fall break? Okay, I love this one. For my next trick, I will forget to respond. This is from Dramatic Panda. And since we got 2 full dollars, we'll get to color in a whole 2 stars. So that's exciting. I'm not doing a very good job coloring this week. Future Ashley is going to be irritated by current Ashley's lack of perfection. Oh well. Okay, number 9 got $1. So this one comes from Wild Everest, and we didn't get any last week, so it's great that we're getting 2 this week. $1 going in for Wild Everest. Cute one. I like that one a lot. All right, number 10. This is our last one. Got 1, 2, and $3 even, so that's always nice. $3 even for number 10. And who do we have? Oh yeah, this is from our Halloween watch party. These came along with that. So these are all the creators that are in this. We finished Spooky Budgets and Agape. Now we're doing Bonfire Budgets and Precious Budgets. With $3, we can color in 3. 1, 2, and 3. And y'all don't let me forget. I'm going to tell y'all here in just a minute when I'm on the Halloween watch party. I want to make sure y'all know we're doing that. I'm not one of the collab creators, but I am heavy duty supporting it and watching lots and lots of playlists, lots of videos to support other creators. Okay, so with that, we have spent our full $15. We haven't quite completed anything yet, but we are getting there. So we can wrap up some more savings for this week. And I think I'm going to stop storing my cards in there because they are just making that binder too thick. We will just put them over here. I need to organize my filming station, y'all. My whole life is a little bit disorganized lately, and that's just not like me. Okay, so real quick before we wrap up, the Halloween watch party. If you haven't already seen this, Agape is hosting this, I guess you would say. And these are all the creators. These are all the ones that I have watched. I've watched at least 10 videos for each of these creators, and then also started my own list. I'm finished up with Bovine Budgeting and Ange Budget and Debt, and now I'm working on Budgeting Sisters today. And then I still have all of these open spots here for anyone who might need watch hours. So please comment down below if you need watch hours. I would love to add you to the list. Even bonus points if you're new to me. I will subscribe to your channel as well. We are almost to 500 subscribers. I don't know, maybe even by the time you see this, we could be. I am getting, I already have it ready, and I'm super excited about it. I'm kind of going a little bit different on the next freebie. It's a game. It's a fun little card game, and I'm super excited to share that with you. So when we get to 500 subscribers, I will absolutely put that in the Ko-fi. Again, remember the shop's going to go on vacation when I leave for my trip. So if you need anything from the shop, go ahead and grab it now so I have time to ship it out before I'm gone. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Because I will be out this coming week. I don't know where we'll be on videos. I'm going to do my best to get them pre-filmed, but I just never know how things are going to go. But in the event I don't see you, I hope y'all have a great week next week, and I'll see you in the next one. Hang in there. Bye.